All right, all right, all right. Can everybody in the chat, can you guys hear me at all? I'm having trouble with my mic and my camera here. Howie, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello?
Hi. Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to just do the show like this because for some reason I can't access my camera right now and I can't figure it out. So we'll just run it like this for now. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys for being here. We got a special show for everybody tonight. A little day to celebrate. The Ripper's been detained, that fucking scumbag. For all the people that are here right now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel if you're not. I want to thank everybody for being here. And if you can, please hit that like button and turn them notifications on so you never miss one of these shows. And if anybody would like to help support this channel, I got the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal at the bottom of the ticker here on the screen. And I appreciate it very much. And to the person that wanted to remain anonymous that sent in a late donation from the earlier show, you know who you are, and I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you. Thank you. All right, guys. So what's going on tonight? Who do we got on the chat here? Tom Sheehy, what's going on, my man? What's up, Redhead? Stevie B, Danny Green, boy. Danny Green, why don't you have a wrench? I thought you had a wrench in here. I'll have to fix that after the show. What's up, the jacket? Billy Newman. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that, and I'll break that down in a second. He's been detained. Trust me, I can promise you that. We'll get into that in a minute. What's up, Hal? You want to say hello to anybody before we get started?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you basically named them. Hello to everybody you just named. Um, yeah. I mean,
So yeah,
Joe
we're gonna
Luke.
get joined. Howie's on tonight. We have a special night of a celebration here for everybody, and we're gonna be talking about the detainment of the rape ape down there, the Hialeah scumbag, as he's known to a few. Armand, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. What's up, Mo? How you doing, Mo? Um, and yeah, we're gonna give you guys a little bit more information and details about what we know about the rape ape and what led up to this, and then we're gonna be discussing the lies from Mickey from Pig Vomit over there, and her scumbag co-host LieLo, as we like to call him over here, that lying fucking cup. And I got some little clip or two I might play to show you what a lying fuck that scumbag Silo actually is. So we'll get into that too. And we're going to have a few people joining us tonight. I believe Gunsmoke's going to hop on at some point. I know Carlos, Maureen, any of them are welcome. Just send me a message or I'll drop the link in the chat. If Armand's available and wants to stop on, you know you're always welcome, my brother, and let me know. And we look forward to having a good show tonight. So what's up, Hal? How do you want to
Nothing.
do?
I don't understand why people chiming in saying that SoFlo didn't get picked up by ICE. Like, how would they know anything? And for their information, SoFlo was picked up by ICE. He hasn't been deported yet, or confirmation hasn't been made that he's been deported, but he was picked up. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yes, I just got confirmation from not one but two sources, credible sources that checked into this and looked, and he was 1,000% detained by ICE. His current status right now is not known. Don't know if he's in custody at the Miami-Dade correctional facility where the congressman's assistant told Maureen on the phone call earlier that he was, but he could be in transit to one of the main ICE facilities somewhere down south where everybody gets sorted out and shipped out from. I was told that Cuba obviously won't accept anybody because of everything that's happened with us between them, over the last 60, 70 years or so. So Cuba's not going to take him back, but there's a host of other countries that do have agreements with the United States to take these deportees into their country. And for those people that don't know how this stuff works, is that it's almost kind of like a lottery style system. And what I mean is that there's a certain amount of host countries that have agreements with the United States to take anybody that's deported out of our country to theirs if they're not accepted by their home country where they were born or where they're from. And what happens is that the person's information packet will get sent over to whoever handles this stuff on that country's end for their embassy or immigration for that country. They'll look over the packet and the information, and they'll let the United States know whether or not they'll accept or agree to take this person. And they actually get money for taking our deportees. So, for example, if he was going to get sent, hypothetically he's not, but say he was going to get sent back to Cuba where he was born, they wouldn't get any money because that's his home country where he gets deported to. But since Cuba's not going to take him, what's going to wind up happening is that he's going to go onto a list of any of these possible countries that has a deal worked out with us, and they're basically in line to get a bid on him. So it's almost like the human correctional facility, where the people get paid off of somebody's incarceration. The government gives the state money, or the facility, like these private housings, private correctional institutes that they have. Basically, the country will get a certain amount of money for every person that they take into their country. And depending on the country and where they're from, some countries get more than they do in others. So from what I'm being told, the list of possible host countries that he could be going to are just as bad, if not worse, than him going back to Cuba would be. I mean, we're talking about places like Somalia, El Salvador, Uganda, shit like that. So Kenya, someplace in Africa. And he does like them big black mandingo, so maybe he'll fit in real good out there. He'll be able to get all the black mandingo he can get. So that'll work out good. What's up, Itty Bitty? How you doing tonight, hon? Good to see you. Sven, our friend from across the pond. Hopefully, for Sven's sake, he won't be getting sent to Denmark. I don't think that's one country he will be on, but he'll be getting sent fucking somewhere. What's up, Frankie?
What's up, Frank?
How you doing tonight, brother?
Well, as soon as you're ready, I'll explain a couple of things to the people in the chat.
Okay. So yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. Earlier, if you guys saw this morning's show or you didn't, earlier today we broke the news and told everybody that the rape ape has been detained by ICE. He got picked up to get deported wherever the fuck he's gonna go. And we broke the news, and I guess there's been rumblings going on and people that have been trying to say otherwise, and I don't know if they're trying to say that we're lying or trying to say that we were wrong about anything, but we can confirm 1,000% that he did get picked up by ICE and he was detained. And we had this show scheduled because I planned on coming on at this time originally, and we're going to shed some light and give you guys a little bit of the background and additional information to add to why the Ripper got picked up by ICE. And that's where Howie's going to explain to everybody now a little bit more about it. So go ahead, Howie, the floor is yours.
Well, as you all know, Maureen's been in contact with a congressman, and they got in touch with her out of the blue, letting her know that SoFlo was picked up.
What?
Okay, but
Maureen's been in contact with them for the last couple of months. They like back and forth, like once a week or whatever. So it wasn't completely out of the blue. But today, she hadn't heard from him, and today they called her in contact.
That's what I meant. She's been in contact with them for like 8 months or so.
Yes.
And today they called her out of the blue, and then she missed the call and she returned the call, and that's when they let her know what happened to SoFlo. But in the last couple of months, okay, if you remember when SoFlo was attacking me and my family and offering people money for my coordinates, every time I said, "Hey, thanks for the clip, SoFlo," I was being, I wasn't bluffing. Okay, I sent those clips to my contact in the government. Okay, and my contact got back to me and told me, evidently, this guy has been on the radar, and that whatever he said he would get in contact with he would get in touch with his contact in immigration. And he said he got in contact with him. He said, this guy's been on the radar, and that we were just another nail in his coffin. Okay, so my contact did speak with immigration, and I guess, talk to him about what he's doing as far as offering money for my coordinates. And he told me, he said, don't say anything for like 2 months, and if nothing happens, I'll get back in touch with him. So, that was like a month ago. So I guess, evidently something happened. I did text him this morning. He hasn't gotten back to me, but usually when I text him, it usually takes a few days before he gets back to me anyway, because, he's busy. But, I knew that he was going to get picked up, like a little more than a month ago. But I just didn't say anything because obviously, he hadn't gotten picked up yet. But as far as all the information, Common has got a really reputable source, and with Maureen Moe saying that, and Maureen Moe's got a congressman who reached out to her and let her know, and she's been working on this for months and months and months. So I'd like to know what information anybody has to say, differently.
Yeah.
Did I
So
miss? Did I miss anything?
no, no, what you said is absolutely true. We got told, well, how we got told, I should say, about a month or so ago. I would say it was right after what, maybe like Thanksgiving, like the week before, week after.
Yeah, I sent them the clip of him fucking offering money for my coordinates.
Yeah, and Howie was waiting on a response back from the guy, and it was a little bit, and he finally got back to him, and he told him that he wants to give him a heads up that SoFlo was basically on their radar. They had already been looking into the guy, and he was already under investigation on their end for whatever reason, and the agent knew about it, and he told him that to basically be patient, and within the next 2 months, if he hasn't gotten deported, to give him a call back, and he'll call his contact in ICE to try to find out what's going on. But pretty much that he knew he was going to be getting deported or at least picked up within the
Yeah,
next 2 months.
picked up. Right.
Yeah, and it's been
Right.
about a month and a half, I would say, since you spoke to him. So that was within the 2 month time period that he said to be expecting something. So this is no coincidence as to the news that we found out and heard today. And I also got off the phone with somebody, and I got confirmation that he in fact did get detained. His current status right now, or what facility he's in, isn't known. I'm waiting for a call back right now to try to find out if I can get an update on that. But he could possibly be in transit right now too on one of the ICE detention centers. I think a lot of them are in like Texas, like the Southwest United States, Texas, Louisiana, areas like that down there. So if he's
Yeah.
not there already, he'll probably be on his way to one of those, possibly. So if I get
Yeah.
any updates, I'll definitely let everybody know. But he 1,000% was detained by ICE for sure.
And listen, another thing, uh, this guy, all I did was tell him to leave me out of the nonsense and to keep my name out of his mouth. And he went straight into attacking my family, into offering people money for my coordinates to where I lived. And I
Yep.
let him know. I let him know that that's not going to fly. That I'm going to do whatever I got to do to protect myself and my family. And I guess he didn't believe me or didn't give a fuck. But he made plenty of he said plenty of things right on YouTube. All I had to do, I sent those clips in, and they basically said no, that's not going to fly with us. And whatever happened behind the scenes happened behind the scenes. But I warned them ahead of time.
We tried playing nice at first and told him to leave our names out of his mouth and stop doing the shit he was doing, but the rape ape, as usual, just can't help himself. That's why he's been getting in trouble his whole fucking life, because he thinks he fucking knows everything, and as we know, he gets caught and arrested for everything that he fucking does. So we're not surprised now. Is anybody else surprised? It's unfortunate that there's people on here that are trying to discredit the information that we put out. I think that people should know us by now, that we're not going to come out here and put information out unless we know it for a fact. But just to do due diligence, we were, just double checking and triple checking to make sure. And that's all been verified. And like I said before, as we said before on the earlier show, he in fact was picked up by ICE. His current status right now is just unknown, but he absolutely did get picked up. So
Yeah.
how he said, he just, reiterated his conversation he had because of what SoFlo was doing on here and the lines that he crossed after he was repeatedly asked to cut the shit. He thought that he was authorized, and the government said, we don't think so. So
Yeah, and I'm not in no way saying that this is all because of me. Because when I spoke to my guy, he told me straight out that this guy's been on the radar, and we were another nail in his coffin. So
Yep.
whatever Maureen was doing, whatever anybody else was doing, it was being taken into consideration. And we just added another nail to it, and you know, obviously it came to a head, and he got picked up.
Yep, exactly. And I want to thank everybody that came together on this, that worked to get rid of a fucking parasite that we had in this community, who's come out here and threatened and tortured a lot of people and their families, and hopefully all the other people that we might not even know about that he's affected or impacted negatively can all get a little bit of pleasure out of this and knowing that we came together to get rid of a fucking scumbag. So, and I want a special shout out and a special thanks to our president, Donald J. Trump, for the work that he's putting in getting these animals off of our streets and keeping America safe. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Without you,
Yeah,
it couldn't be possible.
and I just want to tell everybody in the chat, just to keep that between us.
Yeah, yeah. Don't tell. We're sharing this, but please don't tell nobody. Keep it on the low. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. You're the man, brother. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. He said, "Thank you for the good show."
Yeah,
Without a doubt. And we're gonna get into LieLo in a little bit too. I got a few words for those fucking Mama Lukes over there too. And
yeah.
go
I guess we have some party poopers that don't want to they want to fuck up the party by putting doubts into people's minds when I know for a fact they have absolutely no fucking uh, no information to say that he wasn't picked up by ICE.
No, from everything that we know, and like I said, it's been confirmed on here now that he absolutely was, and we stand on everything that we said. Carlos, I just dropped the link for you if you want to hop on for a minute, brother. Yeah, and once again, like I said, I want to thank everybody. It's unfortunate that so many people were adversely affected by this scumbag, but it brought people together, and it shows that as a community we can come together, put differences to the side, we can work together to help get rid of a fucking scumbag on here. So.
Yeah,
Thank you to everybody that played a part in this. We appreciate it. And to say to back up how he's saying, it's unfortunate that there's some detractors on here that are trying to take away from the news that we got today. When I would have figured that certain people would have been happy that this happened on here, but obviously you never know how people are going to react, and it is what it is. So leave that.
And just want to say that I obviously I don't need confirmation, but I still am waiting for my official confirmation on what happened. Maybe
Yep.
I'll get more details into exactly what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know, but yeah, I did reach out. I'm still waiting for them to get back to me. But based on everything I've heard and the people that Common has got information from, and obviously a congressman, I didn't need anything more than what Maureen told me.
No.
But
No.
yeah, but I still am waiting for official confirmation as well.
Yeah. And we'll give you guys updates as soon as we hear any, like we did earlier today. So as soon as we know and we're able to share the information with people, we'll do our best to put it out so you hear it first and you hear it from us, and you could count on the information being true and being accurate. So I'll stand on that.
Yeah, it's either that or he's working somewhere in Miami.
Yeah. He might be painting the house fucking next door to you. You never know. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I have a very good contact that I spoke to that's in the government that I looked into it and confirmed for me too. So leave it rest assured that we know what we're talking about. So, Carlos, you there, brother? Carlos, you there?
he's doing push-ups.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but
yeah, you're good.
This has been acting up.
No, we hear you. You're good.
All right, good.
What's up, my man?
I'm good. Oh boy, you know how much goddamn fucking other fucking trolls are out in the force tonight with this bullshit, trying to fucking spin these goddamn narratives. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, they're on there trying to spin their bullshit.
Yeah. Now, like I said earlier, it's a simple thing. We know that he's detained, But all you Google fucking research lawyers and fucking geniuses, it's a simple thing with us. You ain't gonna shit on our goddamn fucking parade. It's simple. If he's not detained, show us that shows that he's not detained, other than fucking what Lieutenant Dan, fucking Stolen Valor Harry, or the raccoon got to say. Unless y'all could do that, keep your fucking theories and shove them up your fucking ass.
Yeah, no, I agree. Unless somebody knows otherwise, then yeah, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah, well, that's I think us oh no, I got a text right here. 1 second. Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know who you are. They asked to remain anonymous on there. Yeah. So what? Carlos, did you hear the part that I added where I spoke to my guy?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Good.
Absolutely. And that's golden. But we knew this. We knew this because we also know, if you know the animal that you're hunting, you know, we know him. He's an emotional cripple. You think that he would stay off of YouTube this goddamn fucking long? Like all of a sudden now he's this event that he's supposed to be fucking partaking in is so great that he himself finally got some fucking self-control to not go live. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, we would have heard from him by now, of course, man. I mean, the guy used to do live streams with his wife when they were out to fucking dinner. You know what I mean? He can't help himself.
I knew it. You know when I knew it? New Year's. I knew it New Year's. Like he was already distancing himself even prior to Christmas, but it was New Year's night. He cannot. There's nothing that any of the New Year's has stopped him from going live. No New Year since he's been here. None at all. There wasn't an amount of money that was going to stop him. And all of a sudden, he don't even pop up to say hi to a few fucking friends or go at somebody. Yeah, that's all I needed to know. You know, but now you got his goddamn fucking his son over there, fucking Cheddar Bob Jr., fucking Stolen Valley Harry talking about, I spoke to him on the phone. He's doing an event. You got fucking Vinny Mattabaloni over there talking about, I spoke to him. He's doing an event. Man, listen, none of y'all word mean shit. If it's coming from fucking Vinny Mattabaloni, Lieutenant fucking Dan, Cheddar Bob Jr., or the raccoon herself, if that's who you getting your information from, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Is that where they said? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, Vinny Mattabaloni was out there fucking preaching that shit not long ago over there, talking about, yeah, he's doing events. I spoke to him on the phone. He's doing events. You know, he's real busy right now. Man, shut the fuck up, you lying fucking bitch. We know you're a liar. Look at the sources. Harry, king fucking liar. Fucking Vinny Mattabaloni, king fucking liar. Lieutenant Dan, crippled fucking liar. You know, what, the raccoon? His fucking number one enabler since he's been here? Man, shut the fuck up with that shit.
What do you think Big Tina's doing right now? Celebrating with us or what?
Oh, yeah. See, she didn't have the courage to get rid of him, and we know why. Look at everything he's done to his family and all the women that he's had in his life. But if you think that she's fucking losing sleep now, trying to save money and reach out to, no, she's happy that he's fucking gone. Just bring Michael back into the goddamn picture.
Yeah, right now she's out popping bottles with Michael.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe they're taking pictures of their dinner together right now. What do you think? A couple of appetizers, a couple of drinks on there.
Yeah, she's working on the annulment, and you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's calling that fucking the little chapel in Vegas right now, trying to find out if they can get the marriage fucking annulled, if it's for real or not. I guarantee you. Listen, I guarantee you that's what. Hey guys, whoever's trying to grab the link, we're on here doing a specific show tonight. I'll let you guys know if the panel's open. That was for Carlos. I'll let you guys know when it's open though. Sorry about that. I got distracted. What was I saying? My bad, man. Fuck. I got distracted by that shit.
Yeah.
You were saying.
Yeah, I was saying why he went and got married, you know, in that shotgun wedding they had in Vegas that time there. Because he's probably thinking that if he's married, you know, they can use that law where if you get married, you become like a citizen and shit like that. Not realizing that law changed fucking a couple of years ago.
Exactly.
I think during Trump's first administration when they started repealing that shit because people were trying to use that as a loophole to get citizenship. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So he found out the fucking hard way that even fucking marrying the raccoon's not gonna save his ass. That fucking scumbag. He got exactly fucking what he deserved, and I don't give a fuck if anybody's got a problem with it. Well, fuck off. How about that?
Absolutely.
Well, they said they had to delay the marriage for a while because they were trying to prove that she was a citizen
Oh,
based on.
yeah. But she was at the gas pump and she said, "Oh, like no, I was born in Miami, like like they weren't sure if they were there to pick up her or fucking George and shit. They were even confused."
Yeah, and talking about a woman's weight is very sensitive, and they call me Shamu.
Listen, gentlemen, I'm back and forth. I got to jump down. I got to make these calls, but I want to thank you, gentlemen. I want to thank everybody, because there was other people behind the scenes. They were doing their own individual effort to make sure that this fucking douchebag gets the fuck out of here with all his fucking bullshit, all his attacks and everything. It was a joint effort. A lot of people in the community fucking that would normally have backed down to him decided to stand up to him, and nobody gave him an inch. Nobody did. And I want to shout out all those people to fucking come together and have courage to realize and say to themselves, enough is enough with this fucking douchebag, and fuck El Grapo and fuck all his enablers, because his enablers are still out there. And guess what? You motherfuckers got surprises coming your motherfucking way as well.
Facts.
Yeah, I'd like everybody to take a moment of silence for SoFlo. Okay, that's enough.
Moment's over, motherfucker.
Hey, but Howie comment says, I'll be back, gentlemen. Have a good fucking show, brothers.
All right.
Appreciate you, Carlos, man. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Thank you, Carlos.
All right. So I wanted to get into the next little subject here. We got were you able to catch some of Pig Vomit Mickey's show last night and the fucking lies they were spewing over there or what?
Say that again. What's Matt saying? He was one of the people that started it about departing SoFlo.
Yeah. He was saying he was like whatchamacallit? What the fuck? What was that thing everybody signed?
I don't know, but
the deport George Espinosa and all that shit.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really think that had too much bearing on whether or not he was getting deported. But I think Maureen, whatever Maureen was doing with her congressman, had a lot of bearing on why he got picked up. I would say what happened with me had a lot of bearing on why he got picked up as well. And maybe there's others.
Yeah, and listen, at the end of the day, all of us, came together. We all played a little integral role in it and part in it and spreading the message to get this motherfucker out of here. So we thank everybody for however big or small your role was in getting rid of this guy once and for all. So we thank everybody for that. We appreciate it. And hopefully you guys appreciate the work that was done behind the scenes trying to get this guy out of here too. So
well, he said he had the idea is what he's saying. All right. Good idea, Matt.
That's right.
So yeah. So we got anything else on SoFlo before you start going into anyone else?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. I wanted to just give them the background of the information that you had from the guy you spoke to with your guy in the situation that was going on. I think we dropped that, and we confirmed that we know for a fact that he's been detained. So I think we pretty much covered it for the most part until we get any new information. That's where it stands as of right now. So I'm good on my end. You got anything else to say?
I mean, between Maureen's congressman getting in touch with her and letting her know that he got picked up, and my contacts telling me that he was going to get picked up. I really, I'm still waiting for them to get back to me, but honestly, there's really no reason because I knew he was getting picked up a while ago. Just didn't know what day.
Yeah, we were given a heads up, like I said, right around Thanksgiving time, and to give it about 2 months. I think the guy said 2 months. He said, right, Hal?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy said to give him 2 months, and if we hadn't heard anything about him getting picked up or deported, to give him a call back, and he will make another call to find out. So the guy was on the list, like I said, for a long time. He was on their radar from all the other complaints and things that were filed against him. And when he started doing the shit he did with Howie and the rest of us is when he pretty much drove the last nail into his deportation coffin. We'll say.
Booger Presley, I mean, what he was doing with me offering to pay for my coordinates, that was a crime.
Yeah.
And all of that shit he was doing to me, putting out, false information and whatnot, that, it's all a crime. What he was doing to Maureen was a crime as well.
Yep.
You can't, you can't fucking openly try to dox people with malicious intent. That's a crime for anyone, not just for me and Maureen, anyone.
For all of us. Yeah. So whether the guy was going to get charged with a crime or not, it's really, I mean, it
Right,
doesn't really mean anything.
well,
That's
yeah,
regardless.
at the very least, I would say they were violations of his temporary probation.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because people have to remember that he was ordered to get deported back in 1986, I believe it was. He was on the deportation list. It just happened to work out for him that at the time, obviously, Cuba was still under the Castro regime. They're not accepting anybody back. And the immigration policies and stuff like that were a lot different. And things have changed over the last 10 years. And like I said, that's why I want to thank President Trump, because I could guarantee most likely if Biden was in office, none of this probably would even be happening right now, which is probably why he was able to get away with it for as long as he did. So regardless of whether you like the guy, you don't like the guy, maybe now you should probably support him and shit, because it's partly due to his policies that he set up that probably moved this along, so to speak. So.
Yeah, and I will say something else. People don't have any idea of how much credit Maureen deserves for all of this, because she's been working on this guy for almost a year.
Yep.
And she didn't give up. A lot of people, they give up. They get mad and they start to go through the motions, and then they give up because they don't have the patience, or they just don't want to be bothered. But she didn't give up, and evidently by her not giving up, really, like I told you guys, after my guy, when he spoke to his contact in immigration, they told him he was already on the radar, and that he had nails in his coffin already. So whether or not we were the icing on the cake or not, Maureen did all the work.
Exactly. You think that the rape ape's wearing his Trump hat in the detention center or what?
Yeah, right. Well, somebody should send his criminal record into the detention center so they can see he's a fucking rapist.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way we could drop a little kite in there to the detention center and show him about all the women that he's fucking sexually assaulted and shit like that. See what the other immigrants in there think about that. That'd be fucking good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think the scumbag got what he deserved. I want to thank Maureen for all of her hard work and due diligence moving forward and ensuring that scumbag gets exactly what he deserved. Much appreciated.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't want to believe it, I don't know what to tell you. You're barking up the wrong tree, and
Exactly.
if you keep going around saying that you don't believe it and that it's not true, you're just gonna look silly in the end.
Gunsmoke.
Yo, hold on. My bad.
No, you're good. What's up, brother?
Shit, let me come back. My headphones are fucked up.
All right. All right, 1 second. Smoke's joining us. I sent him the link before. Mo said right here, she said she was driving a 995, but it was definitely a huge group effort. She got the ball rolling when I found out he was on supervised release. Thank you to everyone who helped out, including you, Howie.
That's a private joke.
That's fucking funny. Maureen's always good for a good zinger. But yes, absolutely, man. Mo did a lot of the groundwork for it. She was persistent, and she showed everybody how it's done. And I guess you should have listened when she told you not to fuck with her and to leave her alone. So I guess you should have fucking listened, stupid.
Yeah, she said, she got the ball rolling. It was real easy for everyone else after she got everything all fucking started.
Yep. And everybody played a part. So it's a great day, a day of celebration tonight. So we appreciate that. It's a day on the calendar we'll remember forever. Well, once a year we'll be celebrating today, January the fucking 12th. A glorious day.
She did all the legwork, and then every time someone called to report him, that was just another, a nail in the coffin.
Yep. Here, Gunsmoke's coming back up. Smoke.
There we go. All right. What up, man?
What up, man?
Yo, you guys don't sound happy enough, man. What the fuck?
Oh no, everything's
celebration, man.
We're celebrating tonight. You better believe that.
Yeah, I like what BTF Phoenix said. Agreed. Maureen deserves applause. It was her drive, perseverance, and tenacity. Yeah,
that's right.
100%. And you too, Howie, and a few other people too. Thank you guys, man. I can't thank you guys enough, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
This is fucking awesome, man. I was praying for this day. And I felt like it was coming this holiday season, but
did you pop your bottle of Vouv yet or what?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm a little late. I got the glass right here.
Oh, okay, nice. There you go.
I gotta get reacquainted with this fancy shit.
Salute over here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a moment to salute. Everybody grab their drinks and we'll toast them up to the celebration of the fucking rape babe. Sayonara.
This is for all of you. This day's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is all a victory for all of you.
That's right.
Attacked by this piece of shit.
I just seen something that says I think from the Grumpy Italian. It says Maureen Mo, a true American hero.
That's right.
There should be statues of her somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Philly.
We're gonna have to get a GoFundMe going so we can get a Maureen Mo statue put in fucking Hialeah. Yeah, right in the center of fucking Hialeah of Maureen Mo, right there. So everybody can pay homage to getting rid of a fucking scumbag.
And we'll make a fucking raccoon reservation in SoFlo's name.
People forget what all the despicable, dirty things that he said about her and her late husband. I mean, that guy. I've never seen anything like that guy.
He's an animal.
He's a fucking animal.
An animal, disgusting fucking human being.
Straight.
My grandfather said. I explained them. I described them to my grandfather. He's like, "Oh, it sounds like a real animal." I'm like, "Yeah."
We're gonna use her avatar head as the statue, though.
Yeah.
And put Maureen Elizabeth on the statue.
It's gonna be a weird statue, though.
It's gonna stay Maureen.
Every time he used to say, "Are you a made guy?" It was like somebody scratching a chalkboard.
Oh shit!
This should drive me fucking crazy.
What's up, Jersey girl? How you doing?
Jersey.
Yeah, he might have been one of the most annoying, fucking sadistic, sick sons of bitches I ever fucking come across. That cocksucker. The real fucking.
Well, he's gone, man. And all these deniers out there, man. Look, his silence is proof enough for me that this piece of shit is gone. And he's been gone for a while. We didn't know it for a while. This motherfucker been gone for a while, at least a couple of weeks. Whenever his last show was.
Well, yeah,
it was like 3-4 days before Christmas.
Wow,
well,
look at that.
He was on New Year's talking shit.
He was?
Yeah, he was live on New Year's Day talking shit. Yeah.
So probably by the second they got his bitch head.
Was New Year's.
SoFlo?
Yeah.
No, he was gone. He was silent like right before Christmas.
I swear he was on Christmas Eve when somebody sent me a clip or something that morning. I could be mistaken, but
maybe that was the last day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the last live.
Oh yeah. You know what? It might have been. I'm thinking it might have been a few days before New Year's. That's what because he did show presents and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Hope he enjoys his last few days and fucking.
I remember I was at my family's house eating dinner. Somebody had sent me 1 or 2 messages from a clip going, "Look what this fucking scumbag's doing on fucking New Year's Eve."
But, right. No, be on Christmas Eve you're talking about because New Year's Eve he wasn't around. Yeah.
What I say, New Year's Eve?
Yeah. That's
my fault.
Now you're confusing me, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's my apologies. I meant Christmas Eve. My fault, man.
Yeah, so when was he gone? So Christmas, he got to spend Christmas. They gave him
Yeah.
Christmas.
They
Right
could have
after
picked him up
Christmas.
Christmas morning. They could have fucking picked his ass up.
Oh, imagine that. That's what he deserves, that piece of shit.
Listen, Howie will tell you, man, when these feds fucking come, they like coming right on the fucking holidays, the day before, the morning of, just to fuck your shit up, man. They know you're going to be home. They know where you're going to be at, especially if they were looking for him if he was hiding. They're like, oh, well, he's probably going to be home on Christmas. We'll go there on Christmas and get his ass.
And Christmas fell on a Thursday, right?
Something like that.
Yes.
Because they like to come on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thursdays too, yeah. That's
You
true.
think he tried to go on the run? You think he tried to lam it?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he was hiding where he was staying at and shit. He was moving around and changing the addresses and shit like that, so it's possible. You know what I
We
mean?
gotta get that fucking CCOT footage.
I got somebody that's gonna give me updates if there's any updates in the system in there, and you guys will be the first to know as soon as I get anything else. But
Yeah,
like,
and I told everyone else, I haven't gotten my update yet either. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
If Howie hears something before I do, vice versa, yeah, we'll come on and we'll let everybody know what's going on for sure.
They're gonna send him to CCOT, man. Cuba ain't gonna take him. It's either Africa or he's going to CCOT El Salvador.
Well, I don't know how much you were listening to before. I sent you the link or whatever, but I was told basically that Cuba's not going to take him. Obviously, they're not going to take him back. So what happens is he gets put into a pool of possible donor countries, we'll say, and I think there's like about a dozen of them that have agreements with the United States. Yeah. And what it is that they all get a certain amount of money depending on where you're sent to, what country you're sent to, where they get X amount of money per person, and some countries get paid more than others. So basically what they do is that they'll send out the whole packet of his, who he is, his criminal history, all of his identifying information, all of that shit. They'll send it out to these possible donor countries. And as soon as one of them says, we'll accept him, he'll be fucking bon voyage on his way out there. So I was told that one of them is Uganda. Another one is Kenya. Somalia.
Mandingo.
Somalia.
El Salvador is on the list, and there was one in like Eastern Europe. I don't know if it was like Uzbekistan or one of them fucked up places out there, but all of the possible places that he's gonna get sent to are all shittier than the fucking last. So
he's probably
here. I don't give two fucks.
He's probably hoping for like Uganda or Kenya, so he can be with his
Mandingos. Yeah. You know what? We should tell them at the immigration place not to send him to any one of them African countries because he does like the Mandingo. We need to send him somewhere where they don't have any black Mandingos. Where would that be?
He knew that shit was coming too, man.
Maybe a country in Asia somewhere, some Myanmar or something like that. Some fucked up
Myanmar?
Shit like that. Yeah,
they're in war right now, I think.
Yeah, we'll send him to fucking Myanmar, and if he fucking makes it out of there, fucking good for him.
Let's send him to Karachi or some shit.
Send him to fucking the Ukraine to let him redeem himself. Have some drones chasing his ass.
I want him in CCOT prison though, man. That's hell. That is hell.
Doing the fucking duck walk.
Yep, that's the only way you walk is the duck walk.
Yeah,
they grab you by the back of your fucking neck.
Uganda, Smitty. The funny thing is that Uganda is one of the donor countries that's on that list that are taking deportees. And how it works is that the more fucked up the country is, the more money they actually get paid. So I'll say this, just hypothetically speaking, this is just as an example. Say every person was worth $100,000 that gets deported, right? Those countries in Uganda, they could get 180% or 150% of that original 100,000. So if they get sent to Uganda, they would get, if it's 180%, they would get 180,000, not just the 100,000. So it's kind of an incentive for these countries to take people. We're basically paying them to take this scumbag off of our hands. So he could wind up in fucking Uganda, man. He could wind up in Kenya, Somalia, El Salvador, any of them places.
Right, and they might put him like under some type of probation in that country.
Yeah, I hope they send him to a fucking a work fucking.
Because he might try to leave and go to Europe. I don't want him popping up in Paris, going live like, "Hey, we."
Well, I don't want to bust anybody's bubble, but there's always a possibility he might get a hold of a computer in Europe somewhere and start fucking saying, popping back up on the YouTube community.
Yeah, well, good luck because a lot of those countries have way stricter laws than we do. If you even say something about somebody, they'll fucking hang you by the balls.
Oh yeah.
That's why fucking, if you notice, my dude is always fucking with people in America because he can't do that shit to people in his country. He'll go straight to jail.
Yeah.
They don't have the same rights like we
Yeah,
do.
they don't have the same rights that we do in America with the free speech and all that
They'll
shit.
come right to your door for some shit you said online.
Yeah.
And at least, you know, all of those people that are afraid of him physically, they don't have to worry about that.
Yep. That's a good point. That's a great point. Even the possible, you know, threat of him, you know, possibly showing up in the long shot that he did, at least those people will be safe. And maybe even the victims, you know, that his ex-girlfriend that came on, maybe when that other woman gets out, we can hear from her. She don't have to worry about him, you know, beating her with a pool stick.
Right.
Again.
Now they can tell the truth.
Yeah, now she can tell the truth because she don't ever have to worry about seeing that scumbag again.
That's right.
Unless somehow he fucking links up with the Mexican cartel and gets smuggled over the fucking border or something.
Yeah, SoFlo's baby's mama. If you're out there listening and you can use a few hundred, give us a call.
Yep. Look at that. Bruce City, 180,000 US is 600 and almost 50 million Uganda shillings. So look at that. They'd love to take that cocksucker. They'll turn him in. Maybe he'll be fucking
hell.
He'll be breaking rocks in the mountains for the next fucking 20 years until he drops dead, that piece of shit.
He'll be somewhere where life is cheap. Let him run his fucking mouth out there.
As soon as he walks into the jail out there, they'll be like, hey, we got a celebrity, people.
Hey, big dog.
Hey, big dog. I was authorized, big dog.
Yeah.
What,
he authorized.
What are you guys doing? I was always talking good about Mandingos.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna get reacquainted with the Mandingo.
What's up, Steve? What's up, David Lopez? Good to see you guys. And hey, guys, if you haven't already, we got 150 people in here for most of the show. We need you guys to hit that like button. I'm hearing there's only 60 likes.
Come on, man. It's a celebration, y'all.
We got it. This is to celebrate the rape demise. All right.
Yeah.
And if anybody else would like to help support the channel, the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal's at the bottom. Thank you to the couple people that sent stuff over. We do appreciate that very much. Thank you.
That's right.
He might come out of the closet and tell them, hey, I need my transition medication.
You know what I was thinking too? He might, if he's not in there with his fucking Trump hat on and shit, talking about how he voted for Trump or whatever, he might try pulling some card like that and say that they're trying to discriminate against a transformer.
Yeah.
I feel like that was bullshit too, the whole Trump thing. That he was full of shit with that. He don't like Trump. Yeah, I feel like he was fake with that.
Well, to be totally honest, a lot of Cubans do support Trump.
Yeah, they do.
He ain't happy with Trump right now because you know.
We love.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying in general. Yeah, a lot of Cubans think conservatively.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Latinos for Trump. They love Trump.
Right.
They helped him win the first election and definitely helped him win the last one. The Cubans did. Yeah, the whole Hispanic community, a lot of them, because you got to remember, a lot of these people, they come from countries with communism and socialism and shit like that.
They know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they know what it's like to live under a fucking government that's communist, socialist like that. They don't want nothing to do with that shit. That's why they came here to begin with. So the last thing they're gonna do is vote for fucking, you know, the left with these fucking, you know, communist socialist fucking values and shit.
That's exactly the reason. Yep.
So they know what it's like to live under fucking a government like that, and they don't want nothing to do with it. That's why they came here. So these people need to fucking wake up that don't understand otherwise. You can vote. All right, this is something people get confused all the time. And I you know, if before I knew, I would get confused by it too if I didn't know. Felons can't vote in most states, only in your local elections. You can vote for president. It's just local elections that you can't vote. And that depends on the state and what the state's laws are. So it depends. But yes, felons can vote for the president, yes. So you guys got anything else on the SoFlo things? I wanted to address some shit that went down on Mickey's show last night, that Lion Pig.
I'm just happy, man. I'm just grateful. Ain't nobody gonna steal my joy, man.
That's right.
I'm a little disappointed, you know, that there's no shot of us ever getting our hands on him.
Well,
it might be better that way. You know what I mean?
Right now, his freedom was taken from him, which is pretty good. Yeah, it worked out for the best.
It might have worked out for the best. You know what I mean? Might have worked out for the best. But we'll see. Time will tell. But I would have liked to fucking crack his head open. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would have.
Somebody will maybe.
When he was threatening to approach me when I was sitting down in a restaurant eating with my family, man, I was fucking hoping that would happen.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
In jail, somebody in jail would do it to him. He'll be mouthing off. He's agitated right now. He's probably thinking about us, all pissed off.
What's up, bro?
Mouths off to somebody in the fucking jail.
Oh,
He
I
ain't
hope
been there in a while.
I hope Bubba's in there waiting to fucking.
Yeah, old Bubba. Remember him? Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba's in there about to get a whole fucking buffet for dinner tonight. A fucking array.
Leroy too. Bubba and Leroy.
That's right. I hope those are his sellies right now, Bubba and Leroy.
Yeah, right now, fucking Cuban Muscle is fucking changing his fucking name.
Yeah, yeah. He'll be in here tomorrow hitting the like button and fucking telling me don't piece of shit.
I can just picture Angel now saying how bad she feels for him.
Oh my god, yeah, could you imagine that?
Sick world. That yeah, you know what? Yeah, she probably would. That's how sick.
Well, this is a good point too that Rod Irish just said. You know, Florida is one of those like pioneering states too that doesn't fuck around with that immigration shit. If that was one state you didn't want to be in, that would be it.
Yeah.
If you could pick a fucking state that you were an immigrant in, that'd probably be the state you would want to avoid.
DeSantis over there.
Yeah.
DeSantis ain't fucking around.
That's what I'm saying. So you can guarantee me that fucking it was like perfect time in the perfect place, everything for him to get fucking out of here.
You know who's really crying right now? Mark, my dude, because he doesn't get to celebrate with us.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's right. He would be loving this shit right now. Look what
he
you
should
did,
be happy
dude.
too, but you know, it's sad that he shouldn't. He should be here with us right now. You know, it's sad.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Are you crazy?
What are you nuts? Well, how much of that fucking Voob did you drink, Smoke?
Yeah.
On my first glass right now. I'm not even done yet.
You're talking like the bottle's empty.
You know, look,
nah, I'm just breaking.
I'm not saying I miss him. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but fuck him. But you're right though. Listen, you know, that's another guy that
It's
just
unfortunate.
another guy that just couldn't say I'm sorry or apologize. You know, lesson learned. You know, when will these people learn? And that's something that I want to talk about addressing Mickey too. That I want to talk about not learning from your fucking mistakes and shit. She just repeatedly makes the same ones over and over and over again. And how does that fucking work out for you?
That means she's insane.
Yeah, she's not. The definition
know
of insane is doing the same shit over and over and expecting a different result. You know what I mean? And if you guys remember the very first show that Mickey ever did on here on YouTube, right? I remember she was telling a story and she was talking about something that her mother used to tell her all the time. And Mickey said that my mother tells me all the time that my biggest flaw or my biggest fault is that I'm loyal to a fault and that it constantly bites me in the ass. Well, doesn't history have a strange way of repeating itself? How'd that work out for you, Mickey? 60-something years old and you're still making the same mistakes you've been making since you were a fucking little kid and you still haven't learned your lesson yet. Maybe you should start listening to people instead of your brain because your brain don't fucking work right.
She takes advice as an insult.
And everybody pay attention because Common's about to go on a rant.
Yeah, you're about to get the rant.
Let me sit back and shut up. I'm going to mute up
that. Pig vomit over here. We're going to get into the flow. I'm just going to point out a couple things. We'll see where the rant takes us or whatever. But enough is enough. I've had enough of this pig over there that's constantly playing the perpetual victim. This is another woman who will never take accountability or apologize for anything that she does wrong in her fucking life. That's why she surrounds herself by a bunch of yes men that will sit there and tell her no matter what she does that she's right, and no matter what fucking happens that she's not the fucking one responsible for any of it. That's why she gets rid of all the good people that tried to look out for her and warn her and give her a heads up about the people that she was surrounding herself with and engaging with here on YouTube. It all started with fucking MRE, that little Nazi rat fucking diddler over there. That's who it started with. And I want to address something because all you did last night on your show was lie through your fucking teeth last night. And I'm going to break the whole thing down and go step by step and explain to everybody what a lying mutt you actually are. And your co-host too, LieLo over there, fucking Boltneck. That fucking liar. Oh, SoFlo's got contracts. He's working around the state right now, so he's busy. He's not going to come on. Oh, yeah? What, did he call you from the fucking ICE detention center? You fucking lying scumbag? That fucking piece of shit. Oh, here, I got a clip, too. Does everybody remember when LieLo... Remember this story? When LieLo used to tell everybody about... what was he? He was boxing. What was it, in the Navy, I think he said, right?
Yeah. The Admiral's daughter.
Yeah. Guys, you guys all remember the story when LieLo came on here when he was pretending to be a fucking boxer, Vinny Matalone, and claimed that when he was in the military, he got caught banging the admiral's daughter, and they told him that if he went and he fought this guy and he won, that they would let him go and nothing would happen to him. And he fought the guy and he won, and then he got 7 pea coats and told him to get the fuck out of there. Well, listen to what he said last night on the show.
Tony, maybe you can help me out with this. With the Nate, were you in?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the who.
What service were you in, Branch?
I wasn't in the service.
Oh,
In the service.
Yeah.
Tony.
So
You fucking idiot.
what do you mean, fucking Boltneck? LieLo,
Wow.
you were never in the service. Did you forget
In the
about the time you
Navy.
did in fucking boot camp and shit when you were in the Navy, banging the admiral's daughter, getting into boxing matches that you never fought in?
I remember 12 pea coats, man. It was 9, or you
I
said
thought
7?
it was 7. I thought he had 7 pea coats.
I remember 12, and he gave somebody some pea coats. Some
He
shit.
probably said 12 at one point too. You know what I mean? Who the fuck knows of that guy?
Then he ended up down the block at a bus station in the middle of the night or something. I don't know.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? I mean, what a fucking liar. This guy's lied about literally everything he's ever come on here and fucking said about anything.
Yeah,
And he's got
Vinny,
scumbags up there with him defending him, fucking trying to cover for him and shit like that, saying he was on here role playing and playing a character. Man, get the
Vinny-
fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Vinny Mattabaloni.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
Vinny fucking Madelon.
Vinny
Fucking Vinny
Madelon.
Madelon. Vinny Madelon.
I knew it. We should have
I knew
believed
it.
that piece of shit, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Now he was never in the military. He tells him last night. Maybe he did get punched in the head one too many fucking times and doesn't fucking remember what he says on
Punch
it.
drunk. Maybe if he's punch drunk, that's an excuse.
Yeah,
Would
that's
you-
a good one. Yeah,
Would you be mad at him if he was punch drunk?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's from the only fucking fight Silo's ever been in. He lost a 1-rounder to when he was shadow boxing. Fucking knocked himself out. Fucking retard.
Yeah, he said he was so good and so strong that he got fucking knocked out by his shadow.
Yeah. The fucking shadow hit him back and
And
knocked him the
basically-
fuck out.
He basically stole peacoats from other U.S. soldiers, right? I mean, he was
Yeah.
stealing peacoats from the military, right?
Yeah, that's stolen valor. He was stealing peacoats.
That's fucked up.
Talking about a poor admiral's daughter that he fucking nailed and shit like that.
Taking
Get
the clothes
fuck
off
outta here.
people's back.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
That's
he was
just-
he was basically a fucking superstar boxer, the most handsome guy in the world. Jesus, this guy, he really thought highly of himself.
Yeah, he does it all, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Now he's fucking Mickey's co-host
I
and
was
number
never
one
in a
fucking ass kisser over there, the fucking lowlife.
Listen how guilty he sound too. Like he's like, I was never in the service.
I
Like
was-
he's looking down at the floor, like I was never in the service.
Yeah, he's all mumbling that shit.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
he was
yeah.
Like, why would you say that? What do you think? What do you think? The woman that asked you that question didn't hear you tell people before that you were in the Navy?
Like
Why
she's
do you think
asking
she
it for no
asked you that?
reason.
Yeah, she asked you it because
Fucking
she's heard you on here talking about how you were in the fucking Navy boxing people. You fucking jerk off.
yeah, and he got so upset that fucking Jesse Roth made a comment in your chat. Meanwhile, he was fucking in Gunsmoke show fucking laughing it up with us for fucking hours.
Yeah, and let's get into that. Before we get into the Mickey shit, I want to talk about that shit that happened with Jesse apparently, because I wasn't even aware during the live show that I guess apparently she had made a comment in the chat when we were on live the other day. So I don't know what she said or whatever. I'm not sure. But apparently they were in here watching. And the funny thing to me is that, they're asking Jesse why she's in the chat or whatever. Why the fuck are you over there? Like fucking Silo's or LieLo, we should say, is the fucking YouTube Gestapo over there, the YouTube police monitoring where everybody goes and whose chats he was in. LieLo, did you hit the like button, you motherfucker? We know you were watching now. So you just basically admitted that you were watching the show when you guys say that you don't watch anything. How'd you know she was in the chat? You guys weren't watching. You said you saw it, right? You fucking retard. But second of all, tell me if I misheard this or I'm not remembering this correctly. Hasn't Mickey repeatedly in the past told people that she didn't care whose chats people went into or what shows that they watched as long as they were respectful in her chat, whatever the fuck it was? Hasn't she said that before?
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden they're telling Jesse who she can have on her show, what shows she can go on, what chats that she could be in, whose panels she can go on and who can go on her panel. I thought they told people they never told anybody where they needed to go or what they needed to do on here. What am I fucking missing? Who the fuck died and made you motherfuckers kings? And if, you know, Jesse should have told you guys to fucking stuff it and said, I don't give a fuck what you guys think. You're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. You've all done the same fucking thing to everybody on here. Now all of a sudden you're the moral authority of people doing the right fucking thing on here. No, you guys just painted yourself into a corner because you support a bunch of scumbags and nobody wants anything to do with you fucking people. That's the truth.
You ain't never lie. 100%.
Why did you go over in that chat? Like there's a fucking problem with me. LieLo, the only reason you have a problem with me is because I call you out on your fucking bullshit and I know who and what the fuck you are. That's why you don't like me, because before you went crawling back over there to pig vomit and kissing and licking her fucking boots, I remember all the shit that you sent me on fucking text messages and all the shit you told me on the phone about her and her fucking family. What are you going to tell me I'm fucking lying about that, LieLo? You really want to go down that road with me? You fucking scumbag? You know what you said about her daughter. You know you're the one that implied that MRE was that baby's fucking father. You said that shit. You're the one that told me, oh, she's not that cute girl you see in the papers. That was 100 pounds ago. Remember that, Silo? What, am I lying? I put that on my mother's grave. That's what he said to me. And he also called your brother a rat, Mickey, which he is, but he said it. That's your co-host. And other people have this shit too. I'm not the only one that he said this to.
Soto 347. What do you mean? You hope I turned the switch off?
That he doesn't want you showing up and cracking somebody's head open, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
Just my guess. What up, Brad? Yeah, that's right. You know what's bad when Kane Shades calls your ass out. That's right. Even he knew that motherfucker was full of shit.
Yeah.
The fucking Cuban crane eater down there knew you were on some bullshit.
Well, I think that's good. You know, they turned on Jesse now. Good. That's good.
No. Well, this is the worst part about the whole thing. Apparently, from what I'm understanding is, while she was up on Mickey's show, and LieLo, the fucking lieutenant of the fucking YouTube police over there, is telling her who she can have on her show, who can come on her panel, or what chat she can go in, or what chat she can't go in. Apparently, she left the show and then went and deleted all of her videos and all the content off of her channel and said that she was done. And then apparently Mickey ran over there and had to call her to tell her, no, you can't leave. You need to put all that stuff back up. You can't quit YouTube, and you had to come back. So Simon says, Jesse, you better go back and turn your fucking channel back on. You're not leaving here because Simon says you can't do that. And what did she do like a good little fucking puppy? She went back and put all her shit back on and made a post about it. Unfucking believable. Grow some fucking balls. You look like you have some anyways. Why don't you fucking show them? Unfucking believable.
Yeah, you want to impress me? Show up on Gunsmoke Show.
That's right. I'll drop the link for him. I ain't got no problem with dropping the link for y'all.
Oh no, I was talking about Jesse.
Oh no, she ain't welcome. She's not welcome. I don't
Guys,
want her on the show, no.
delete that troll in the chat. They're full of shit. I
Who?
don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Soulflow did a community post 15 minutes ago. Fuck out of here.
Full of shit.
A community post? Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like
But
I
he's
said
not gonna-
before.
yeah.
Like I said before, and I'll say it again for the people that are just coming in. We did a show earlier today at 1:30, and we dropped the news and told everybody that the rape ape was picked up by ICE and was detained. We stand on everything that we said, and it's been confirmed by multiple contacts that I myself have and someone else has, that he was absolutely picked up by ICE and detained. His current location status is unknown right now, but as soon as we find out, we will be giving updates on this show, and in a community post, I will let you know as soon as possible. And if Howie hears from his guy and his contact and finds out anything before I do, we'll post whatever he finds out too and let everybody know. Stop listening to these fucking jealous fucking haters that are just mad that they didn't get this information before anybody else and weren't the people to release it. Because at the end of the day, as far as I stand, that's what I truly believe is going on right now, because everybody should be happy that this motherfucker got picked up. And why they're doing this now is beyond me. I really don't understand it. But for any other reason than the one I just explained. So leave on with the bullshit. I'm not interested in it. We stand on what information we put out, and that's a fact. Now, Jesse bent the knee like the rest of these fucking clowns do, because their leader, the new Fuhrer over there, Mickey Fuhrer, told her fucking she wasn't allowed to go yet, right? So then, you know, one of the funny things is that they started getting into a conversation last night, and the JT guy started asking Mickey questions because, you know, I guess the basis for her show was that she lied. Well, I guess the basis for her show was that she was trying to say that she's not the reason why MRE was in the community, and she's trying to play victim, like, you know, we're blaming her for him being around here and this and that, which she completely spun out of control. And it wasn't what she was saying was completely taken out of context and not anything that we said on this channel. And I'll explain exactly what was actually said and what this dumb bitch fucking claimed on her show last night. But in the meanwhile, JT was asking Mickey, how come if she invited MRE over to her house, she didn't vet him or look into anything about him before she invited a stranger off of the internet into her home, right? And Mickey, you could tell, was obviously frustrated and aggravated that JT was questioning her or trying to inquire or ask her why she didn't do a background check or look into this guy before she decided to bake a fucking chicken pot pie and invite him over her house for a sleepover. And you could tell with her raising her voice and the way she was speaking to JT that she was pissed off that he was questioning her the way that he was. But the bottom line and the fact of the matter is that he was asking you valid questions that I'm sure everybody else would like to know the explanation for too, because all the information besides the information about the niece was known to you at the time you invited that motherfucker into your house and cooked him a chicken pot pie and wanted him to hook up with your fucking daughter, which she lied last night and claimed that she didn't know about it until afterwards. You're fucking lying. The truth of the matter is that you chose not to look at the information. Not that you didn't know about the information, not that the information wasn't available for you to see, or the information available for you to find out about and to look into and fact check for yourself. No, you chose willingly. It's called willful ignorance and confirmation bias. You chose not to look at the information as you claim, which I don't even believe, by the way.
Didn't she say her daughter saw it?
Well, what's that, Hal?
Didn't she say that her daughter saw the information?
Yeah, she said that the information was sent to her and sent to her daughter, and that her daughter sent it to her and told her that she should read it. And she said that she didn't care. She refused to read it because she had 13 of MRE's friends come on the show and vouch for him.
Yeah, and they were Dominican and black and
yeah.
Makes it more credible.
He had one black guy and one Dominican guy, and they all said that he wasn't a neo-Nazi or a racist or nothing like that. They vouched for him. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it was okay for him to come over and play footsies with her daughter.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much. She said that I invited MRE on here, and I asked him the hard questions, and he answered all of them. And I believed the answers that he gave me because he had 13 of his friends come on here and vouch for him on there. Well, let me give you an example of how fucking stupid that is. Now, you guys tell me if I'm not understanding this right. Let's say hypothetically that somebody accused her stepfather of being a member of the Gambino family. Do you think that John Gotti could get 13 of his friends to come on and say that they never heard of the mafia and never heard of no Gambino family?
Yeah.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. What's the difference between what anybody else would do for one of their friends and what he did?
Right. They'd all be lying.
You just chose to be a fucking ignorant asshole and platform these people knowing most likely that they were lying just so you can say and use it as an excuse if it came back to bite you in the ass later on. That's the only reason why you did it.
Yeah, Angel, you got caught with the steeple sticking out of your ass last night.
Yep.
Well, she admits it now. Now she said she knew the whole time, and she had 3 lawyers tell her to fucking back away from this guy. He's no good. She knew everything all of a sudden.
Yeah, but it just wasn't during the time she made him chicken pot pie.
Well, here's the other thing. I want to know because she claimed when she's talking to JT that none of this information about MRE was out there. The only thing that came out afterwards was the pedo information. And what I said on the show the other night is that I blamed Mickey for giving him excuses and not looking at any of the information that we originally sent her when we found out who he was originally regarding the white supremacist and neo-Nazi shit. Okay? It wasn't I was saying that you were responsible for him being in the community and you knew all of this shit and brought him around. No, I said that you were the reason and you were responsible for him staying around here because you platformed and gave him that opportunity by refusing to look at any of the information and shit that we had sent over to you. That's what I said on the show.
And when he wanted to hightail it, and she was like, "No, don't leave, just like she did with Jesse Roth. Now she does it to all the scumbags. Anytime a scumbag wants to hightail it out of here after they get exposed, yeah, she's like, "No, don't leave, stay," and then they stay because they got her back. The fucking highness.
And that's what I was trying to explain on the show the other night, is that there was 3 different things that we found out about this guy over the course of about a 2-year period of time. And every single time something came out about this guy that was worse than the shit we found out before him, who was the one that platformed him and made up excuses for him and convinced him to fucking stay on here? So when I say that you're one of the reasons why that parasite scumbag was in this community from day one, it's because it's the fucking truth. Because I want to ask you this, Mickey. Why is it that even after we found out about the incident with his niece and that pedo shit that we found out that turned out to be true, that you're still trying to lie about, you were still covering for the guy? And what I said to everybody on the show is that we didn't know that your daughter had a relationship with MRE at the time, which explains after the fact why you were continuously defending this piece of shit after all the stuff that we found out about him, from the Nazi shit, the white supremacist shit, to him being a government fucking cooperator and an informant with the paperwork, and then even with the fucking pedo shit that came out about his niece. At every single turn, you came on here and refused to accept any of the information that was given to you. You willfully chose not to look at any of it. So yes, you are responsible for doing that. Why? Because you chose not to look at any of it. And I ask you, and I'll ask you this again, when was it exactly that you claim you started looking at the actual information? And why is it that you only started looking at the information and calling him out and saying that he lied to you about the Nazi white supremacist shit and lied to you about the ATF and the federal fucking case with the improvised explosive devices? You said he lied to you, and you caught him in all these lies, and he was repeatedly getting caught in lies by stuff he was saying on your show. So when is it exactly that you started realizing all of this stuff were lies? Because the relationship between him and your daughter was already over at that point that all this shit came out. Why is it that you only started having a problem with this guy and looking at any of this information after he went on his show and exposed his relationship with your daughter and the chicken pot pie incident, that you started calling him out on his bullshit? So why don't you fucking try and tell the truth for once, you lying fucking pig? None of the information that came out after the pedo shit and after MRE told everybody about the sleepover at your house and the chicken pot pie and the relationship with your daughter changed. All that information up until that point was known by everybody. So when is it that you decided to finally look at the information? Because nothing new came out after that. So why not? So when people say that you're responsible for this scumbag being in the community and all the shit that's transpired since he first got exposed, yeah, you better believe that we can hang your hat on the fact that you're responsible for that shit, because look at all the shit that you did. Because had you just looked at the information we sent you and gave you a heads up about when we did, before we exposed him on Gunsmoke Show that night, we wouldn't probably had to have dealt with any of this shit. And guess what? You could have avoided 3 years worth of fucking headaches if you just took your head out of your ass and you owned any of your shit for once in your fucking life. 60-something years on this planet, and you're still making the same mistakes you made when you were a little fucking kid. And that came out of your own mouth. You said that your mother used to tell you that you were loyal to a fault and you would never listen to anybody, and how it would bite you in the ass all the time. So I'll say it again. How's that work out for you, Mickey? How'd it work out? Not very good, huh? So don't sit back here and go on your stupid fucking show to your little yes men and your little minions and try to spin a narrative and call us fucking liars over here on this show, me or anybody that's on my show. We don't fucking lie. And we've proven that over the past, 4 or 5 years now?
Yep.
When are they gonna fucking learn?
When are you guys going to fucking learn? When?
Yeah. And they've never even they've all they've ever said is that we're liars, but they've never proven the lie.
Right. And she wanted to go on last night, and she said something along the lines of I'm trying to think, what was the exact wording? She said that I don't understand why people are still, she was talking to the JT at this time of this comment. I don't understand why people are still talking about this, because she was getting aggravated. She said, all this stuff is 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. I don't know why people are still talking about this or bringing this shit up. What a stupid fucking question. Well, let me spin that around to you on your own logic, Mickey. Why do you come on here and complain about Sammy Gravano? He told on your father, what, 30-something years ago? You're still on here bitching about him. Why do you still talk about the fights you used to get in with A-Light and all these people on Instagram and Facebook 10 years ago? It was 10 years ago. Why are you still talking about that? You know why we're still talking about it? Because we're still dealing with the same scumbags and lying cocksuckers that we were dealing with 3 years ago that you enabled and kept around in this fucking community because you were too much of a fucking stuck-up asshole, pretentious cocksucker to come on here and just admit that you were wrong, that your judgment is fucking terrible, and admit your own fucking faults. That's fucking why we're still talking about it. When we're still having to deal with people that are on here on a regular basis telling lies about us, and we have scumbags like you that go on your show, that you panel on there, that attack us and our fucking families and shit, while you sit there and play a victim every time we call you out on your bullshit, and you're still doing it till this day. Look at your fucking show. Look at your chat. You got every fucking scumbag that's ever come in this community right fucking there. What, are you kidding me?
She's always bringing up dumb shit. I mean, she brought up Templar again the other night. What the fuck
Yeah,
you bringing him up for? Leave him alone, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, and it was a lie.
And it was a lie on top of it.
Yeah.
Not only did she bring up somebody that passed away, she came on here intentionally to spite him and to spite Maureen by bringing up his name and talking about that shit, knowing damn well it's a fucking lie. That wasn't a story. He was telling you a story about somebody he knew and explaining the situation to you. Keep his name out of your fucking mouth. He's not here to defend himself right now, and stop talking and making up shit, especially when you're fucking lying.
That's right.
Everybody's sick of your shit. This is why people come on here and we got to do shows and address people like you and the fucking scumbags that you platform every night, including that fucking bolt neck over there, LieLo. I remember when you went on my dude's show one day and told my dude that if we all knew what you knew about that motherfucker, that nobody in this community would ever speak to him again because it was that bad. You remember when you told everybody that? So what happened? How come he's your co-host now?
Yeah, right. After she said that he's done such despicable things and that nobody would ever talk to him again. Now he's her best buddy.
Yeah. Now that's your partner in crime and your co-host over there. How's that working out for you? You fucking pig. And to go back on this, once again, for the people that are listening, JT, if you're listening, those people over there, because all she did last night was lie to you guys. She didn't tell you the truth. You guys weren't around at this time. Otherwise, you would know about this stuff. There was 3 different bits of information that we got that came out about MRE over the course of a 2-year span. The first was the Breitbart article that was the Nazi and white supremacist shit. A couple of months after that, we got the paperwork about the federal involvement where he lied about the entire case. We caught him red-handed lying about all of it. And then about a year later, after she knew all of this shit, she still invited that scumbag into her house, baked him a chicken pot pie, and wanted him to be with her fucking daughter. And she came on here again last night and lied about that shit and claimed that she didn't know about any of it until after the fucking fact. No, you knew about that shit. You chose not to look at any of that information. And that's why I ask you, when was it that you finally decided maybe I should look at this information, and then you started to realize that everything that he told you was a fucking lie? Because you admitted last night that what he said was a lie and that he got caught in lies all the time on your show, and it made it worse and worse and worse for him.
Yep. I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that she lent MRE a pair of Jimmy's boxes.
The hell?
Jimmy's Oh my god. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta grab a drink. Hold me down for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that champagne?
Oh, it's good. I'm not used to this fancy shit. I haven't drank it in a few years, so
What
it's
happened?
pretty good.
The regular one was more money than the rosé?
I didn't trust the regular one. No, the rosé is more.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the rosé is more expensive than the regular shit. Rosé is the real up of the line shit. I didn't trust the regular one because it had like a different label on it. He's like, it's for the holidays. I'm like, I don't.
Oh, okay.
It don't. You know, it wasn't reading right on the label. I didn't like the way it looked. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that
let's
was
get the
pretty
rosé.
funny. Fucking FBI tracked you down.
Yeah, I thought it was a regular customer behind me, and he's like, yeah, I got this. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, today's my day, man. Today's my day. And then I turn around and it's Fat all the time. I'm like, yo, what up?
Oh, he got you the bottle?
Yeah, as soon as I woke up to the counter, I'm about to pay and shit. The guy's behind me. He's like, yo, I got this. I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around, it's him.
Oh,
Oh,
he was
shit.
watching your live stream and just happened to be there?
Yeah, he was in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He knew
funny.
where I was. Yeah.
Well, shout out to FBI, man.
Yeah, man. He's great, man. What a
He's
great
good.
guy, man. Thank God for him.
That's awesome, man.
And Jesse Wu.
Jesse Wu.
No,
Kevin Wu,
what's
you
his
mean?
name? Kevin Wu.
Kevin
Kevin
Wu.
Wu.
How dare you? Jesse Wu.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Wu.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Kevin Wu, down with Wu-Tang Clan. You have to let him know you call
Jesse
him
Wu Roth.
motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, so thanks for holding me down real quick. I just need to grab a drink because my throat's starting to bother me. So
Shouts to Dragon, man. Dragon Reborn.
hey, Dragon Reborn, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in a few. Happy New Year if I haven't seen you already. I forget sometimes with these shows. But I wanted to address something else. You know, Mickey brought up what we spoke about the other night, Howie, when we were talking about how we misspoke regarding somebody talking to somebody in MRE's family or whatever, when we thought originally that it was Capt Rosa. So I'm going to clear this up because Mickey lied through her teeth again last night, and she says that we can't make up our minds about if we spoke to MRE's family or who spoke to MRE's family. And then 1 second we said we didn't speak to them, but then we said somebody else spoke to them, but now they didn't speak to them either. It was actually somebody else, but now you guys can't say who it was. That is not what we said. What we said is we clarified that it was being alleged, or people were saying that it was Capt Rosa that spoke to one of his family members. And we said that we had misspoke and that we assumed it was Capt Rosa because of the information that came out regarding his niece, and that we didn't know up until recently that it wasn't him and it was somebody else. And no, we can't mention who that person's name is because they asked us not to. We were just clarifying that we misspoke and said we thought it was Capt Rosa, but it wasn't. Capt Rosa was told by somebody that spoke to them. That's when he started looking into the incident with the niece, and that's where all that paperwork came out. So obviously, the people that did speak to somebody in his family got that information about the incident regarding his niece, and that's what led into the investigation to find out if there was any truth to that story. And what did he find out when he started looking into it? That we started getting police reports. So then Capt Rosa went and he put it out there because she tried to accuse us of only putting out little dribs and drabs of information, like little pieces, and we needed to go out and put all the information out at once when we had all of it. Mickey, you stupid fuck. Why would it matter if we put out all the information as we got it in little pieces as it came in, or if we waited and put out all the information at one time? You weren't going to fucking look at any of the shit anyways out of your own mouth. You said, I didn't care. I didn't care if it was true. I just liked him. Remember that? Remember when we sent you all the other information and the other paperwork on him being a white supremacist and him being a government cooperator? You chose not to look at any of that shit. So what do you want people to believe? That you would have looked at the pedo shit more carefully if we all just waited until everything came in and did it at once? You wouldn't have looked at it anyways. Who the fuck are you kidding?
You know what's funny is if MRE apologized to her right now, she'd be sticking up for him again.
That's how
Oh
sad
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
he'd fucking have a wrench and be on her fucking panel tomorrow night, like nothing fucking happened. As long as he said I'm sorry. He said I'm sorry. She had the nerve. She had the nerve to talk about people being disrespectful by platforming and going into people's chats who disrespect her and her fucking family. Bitch, you would platform the rape ape after he fucking said all the disgusting, heinous shit about your fucking daughter and your family. Now you're gonna tell, now you're gonna tell Jesse whose chat she can go in because we say shit about you. Go fuck your mother. That's what I think about that. Go fuck, are you kidding? And I can't believe, Jesse, grow a fucking spine. Why do you even take that from these people? They don't give two fucks about you. They could care less whether you were fucking alive or dead. The only thing that they care about is having a platform that they can go on to spew and talk their shit. That's all you're good for them, is to have another place for them to go and spout their bullshit and to abuse your chats and your people to get fucking donations and talk their shit. You're only good for a couple of bucks in a subscription every month. They don't give a fuck if you're here or not. Wake the fuck up. Unbelievable, man.
She's in her own fucking world, man. She's a wacko, man.
And all they do is sit there and they talk about people lying. All you fucking do every time you open your mouth, Mickey, is fucking lie. And then you got the fucking biggest liar in the entire community as your fucking co-host. I guess it's fitting. You guys can bounce off lies and bullshit off of fucking each other's backs then and keep your bullshit going then, right? Because you'll both lie for each other. We've seen you do that a million fucking times.
Yep.
So once again, Mickey's got to spin what we said to change the narrative and then use lies and deception and deceit to try to tell the people in her chat what was said on our show the other night. I don't take my shows down and I don't edit them like you do, Mickey, when you don't like something that was done on there, like the show you edited the other night that you put up. I don't know what you did or didn't take out of it. I wasn't able to catch the whole thing. I got little bits and pieces of it, but I heard enough.
Yeah, and she basically got mad at that guy JT because he was getting to the truth and she didn't want to, answer him.
Yeah. He wanted to know how come she would invite a complete stranger off of the internet into her fucking home, which is
I was always wondering
that anybody would be asking. I wondered it myself, and that's why I've always said, and you guys have heard me say this many a times before, especially coming from an Italian family and an Italian family with her background that she has. Trust in your home are paramount. Nobody invites anybody into their home unless they know who the fuck they are, and they're very comfortable letting them in there. Especially knowing her family and where she comes from and the stuff that she's dealt with in her life. You're going to tell me that the first time that she ever met this dude was to sleep over their house for a few fucking days? I'm sorry, but I don't believe that. I don't buy that for one fucking second.
Yeah, and not only was he over her house, he was there to hook up with her daughter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She wanted them to, she was pushing. She wanted them to be in a relationship, the sick fucking bitch. I even heard her at one time joke around and say that if she was a little bit younger, that she would be with MRE herself. I've heard her say that out of her own mouth.
Sick.
And this was after she knew about the white supremacist shit. This was after she knew about the fucking federal involvement paperwork with the ATF and the IEDs. Which, by the way, and I'll say it again, she now says MRE lied to her and got caught in so many lies on her show. So I want to know, when is it exactly that you started reading the information that we sent to you? When is it exactly that you started believing the stuff and the paperwork that you saw on there? Because up until the day that MRE went on his show and told everybody about his relationship with your daughter and the sleepover with the chicken pot pie, you were still defending that motherfucker at every single turn. And now you want to turn around and play the fucking victim? No. You're not a victim. You've never been a victim. You like to play the victim.
And who said he kisses like a blowfish?
Well, she told somebody that he kissed like a fish. And if she claims, if what she says is true, that the daughter never touched him, this is what she said out of her own mouth. If the daughter never touched him and she doesn't lie, she told somebody that MRE kisses like a fish. So if the daughter didn't kiss him, then how would Mickey know that? Was she making out with him? We know the husband's not at the house. He's at the sister's. You don't even live there.
Chicken pot pie, romantic evening.
She claims that when
Pie by
MRE came
candlelight.
over, the daughter wasn't even at the house. She acted like she was busy or something because she didn't want to be there. So Mickey was home alone with fucking MRE all day. What were you guys playing? Fucking hide the salami? You gave him a couple smooches? That's how you knew?
Yeah, right.
Before or after the chicken pot pie?
They invited him over but the daughter had no time for him.
Yeah. And I'll ask anybody this. Anybody this with an IQ over room temperature. If you have an online relationship or a long distance relationship that you sparked up or whatever over the internet going back and forth, and the first time you were gonna meet up with somebody, would it be to invite them over to your house to sleep over for a few days? And wouldn't you think that if you had somebody who lives a couple of states over that you haven't seen in a while, wouldn't you want to take time off of work or vacation time to spend time with them, or as much time as you could, since they were coming to your home to spend time with you?
Yep.
So why would she not be at the house that whole time and have to go to work or go and do all this shit if she was expecting him to come over for a couple of days from out of town? How does that make any fucking sense? Who believes that bullshit? I don't.
Nope.
I've been saying that shit since I heard her cry about MRE breaking up with her daughter. MRE was up in Angel's house acting like it's a brothel. Well, listen, I got my own suspicions. You know, obviously I can't prove it. I'm not gonna, make an accusation or something that I can't prove. I was just told, and it was insinuated by the same person right now that's her current co-host, that lying bolt-neck LieLo, that he insinuated that MRE was possibly the baby daddy. That came out of his mouth. That whole shit started with that motherfucker. All right? Don't forget that, people. Her current co-host. And there's always been, don't forget, there's always been a rhyme and a reason behind the shit that Mickey does on here. Just like when she got Marla to be her co-host. Isn't it ironic that she asked Marla to be her co-host right after the information came out that MRE was a white supremacist?
100%. That's the only reason that she did it. It was
she had
we're not racist.
Yeah, she had to go out and get her own Robin Quivers to say, I'm not racist. My co-host is black. Just like how MRE brought one of his black friends on the show. So he's not a racist either. Get the fuck out of here.
Sick joke.
What do you think about that, Smoke?
No, that's 100%. That's the only reason. Yeah, all of a sudden Marla pops up as a permanent co-host over there. The day after, the few days after, fucking MRE got exposed.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't understand, like, what's the secrecy over the father of the baby? Like, what is the fucking big deal if somebody saw a photo of him?
Yeah, we don't need fucking names.
She allegedly claims or whatever on the part that I got sent, the video that I saw or whatever with the timestamp, that she put up pictures or something. I've never seen him or whatever, without anybody can confirm or deny. But let's be honest. This is coming from the same woman who was born Angela Rickard, who was born to another man that she now claims wasn't her baby daddy. So is it beyond the scope to think that maybe they lied to this other guy and told him he was the baby's daddy when it was really somebody else? They did it to her.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they never told the fucking if it wasn't MRE and it was somebody else. Maybe they just never told him that she was pregnant.
Yeah. They could have easily known that it was fucking the Nazi rat diddlers and shit, and they didn't want him obviously to have no part of it. So she lied and said that it was this other guy's and he was the fucking baby daddy. So I don't know, maybe they got to go do a fucking 23andMe, a little paternity test or something to figure it out. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing.
Maybe he's like, whew, thank God they didn't put it on me. I ain't ready to pay no child support.
Yeah, right. Well, if you remember, and you got to take it for what it's worth, but as crazy as my dude is, He did say he was going back and forth with one of MRE's buddies around that time that was sending him messages saying that MRE thought the baby was his. That's what MRE was talking like for a little while, remember?
Yeah.
I heard him insinuate it on multiple different occasions.
Yeah.
So.
And she would still defend him after all that.
Yeah.
So why would she do that? She was protecting his ass. She knew all this shit the whole time about him, but she wanted to cover for his ass and make us look like, oh, we're just assholes, we're lying, we're haters, whatever the fuck.
And that's what my entire point was in the conversation on the show the other night is that she enabled and gave him passes and opportunities to go on her show and make up lies and excuses for that motherfucker. That's why she's responsible for it. And now she's trying to turn around and play the victim because we're telling everybody about what actually happened. Because there's a lot of new people in this community that don't know any different. They weren't around for any of this stuff. So she's going out and trying to spin her own little fucking web over there to try to deceive all the people that are listening on her show to take her word for this shit. And she's lying to all of them.
Yeah, and a lot of people are starting to say that the baby looks like MRE.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Where?
And that they named it the baby Emma because that's like Marie.
You're fucking nuts. Oh shit. Well, I think the more important question, like I said, is I want to know when she finally started believing what we told her about this guy and started calling him a liar. That's what I want to know. Why is it that she only started doing that after she had a falling out with him? Then all of a sudden, right, she started to look at all this information that she had been sent previously, and she had 2 lawyers that were telling her behind the scenes to stay away from this guy. And miraculously, you didn't care to look at any of that information before, but all of a sudden, now that MRE let the cat out of the bag and told everybody about the relationship with the daughter, now she all of a sudden cares about it. Why? Why after that? Why didn't you look at any of it before? Nothing changed. Nothing changed after that. The same information was available to you at the time you started questioning him and having an issue with him after you're falling out. So what changed? I want to know.
They're not friends anymore.
No, I understand that, but that's my point though, is that it only took her falling out with him to her to change any of the information that she got previously to go and look at it. So that's why I'm saying when she says that she's not responsible for the shit that happens, no, she's proving that she is responsible for everything that happens because she chose not to look at any of this shit. And then she had the balls to come on here and accuse us of only putting out little dribs and drabs of information, and it was our fault that they didn't have everything all at once in one big file that they can go and like look over and everything like that. We put out the information when we got it. So if there was new information that came out, it was because that's when we got the new information, because it was an ongoing process. She chose from the very get-go not to look at any of it. She chose. So why is it that she only chose to look at it after they had a falling out? And it kind of goes back to the whole thing with the shit that they say about people that wanted to change their lives or whatever after they got in trouble, right? They always say like, oh, you never wanted to change your life before you got in trouble. You only decided to cooperate after you got in trouble because, you didn't want to go to jail or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's literally what she's doing with MRE. She didn't want to look at any of the information or accept any of the information she wanted to beforehand. It was only until she had a falling out with him that she wanted to go and look at the information and start calling him out and saying all this shit about the guy.
Yeah. And I believe that's a lie also. I believe she did look at all of that information and she just chose to not give it, to say that she didn't look at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe for a second, not one fucking second, that she didn't look at any of that shit and scratch her head or have any of them attorneys go over there. Because I can tell you right now, the one attorney, LieLo, I think he's a dope, but that Adam guy, he's no fucking dummy. And you can't tell me that Adam, who was around during this time, because she was still doing shows with MRE at that time when he was around, that he didn't look at any of that paperwork and say anything, because she later admitted that attorneys were telling her to stay away from this guy.
Yeah. The bottom line is she could care less that MRE is a white supremacist or fucking racist, because she just doesn't care. And she doesn't care whether or not he's a rat, because she knows her brother's a rat. Now, as far as the Diddler stuff, you know, I'm not sure about. As far as like why she won't, you know, admit to it.
Well, she's basically trying to say that she doesn't believe it, because then she used that stupid excuse that the whole Maureen thing, you know, with Templar that passed away, the conversation that she lied on there and spun out of context from what it even said. And then she says that she chose to believe his mother because his mother was on a live stream with MRE one night and said that he didn't do it. And she said, I chose and wanted to believe his mother. So she's trying to alienate herself from MRE because she's called him a liar on here. And she said, I know that he's lied to me on all these different occasions and he's been caught in these lies. We've proven that he's been lying. So she can't say, I want to take MRE's word for it. She has to say, and I'm going to take his mother's word for it. That's why she emphasizes his mother said this on there. Well, Mickey, let me ask you a question. If your son went and did an armed robbery or stuck something up and the cops went to your house and said, did your son rob those people? Are you going to tell the cops, yeah, he did it? Or are you going to say, no, he didn't do it and shut the door in their face?
Right.
I bet you're going to lie for your son and say he didn't do it, right?
Right. And I mean, basically, he is her son-in-law.
Yeah. Well, this is the other thing too. And I, you know, I've used this example before, right? But if somebody says something that they believe is true, for example, Howie, you go and you tell me something, right? And I take it at face value and I believe that it's true. And then I come on YouTube and I repeat the information that you told me. And in 6 months from now, it turns out that information wasn't true. Can you call me a liar? No. I wasn't lying. I'm just giving you information that I believed was true at the time, and it just turned out to be that the information was wrong. So I'm not going to call MRE's mother a liar. The mother might believe that he didn't do it because she might have asked him, MRE, did you do this to your niece? And of course he told his mother, no, Mom, I didn't do it. And she probably believes him. So she could be telling the truth that she doesn't believe MRE did this, but that doesn't mean that he didn't do it. That's just what she was told, and she's repeating it on the show. What do you think? She's going to come on here with her son on a live stream, and he says, Mom, is that story true about me touching my niece? And his mom goes, oh, yeah, you diddled her a couple of times.
Remember that, son? Yeah, remember that?
Like,
Yeah,
what are you
okay.
fucking, are you
Yeah.
kidding me right now?
It's basically her opinion. She doesn't have any proof on the contrary.
None. And she's resting her hat on something that her mother would have no knowledge of or information unless her mother witnessed it herself. How could she say whether or not something is 100%? But at the same time, you're going to completely disregard the victim and the victim's mother, who didn't just file a police report and a complaint. They went and filed restraining orders and got visitation taken away from his brother and got them court ordered so the kid couldn't even see his kids. And the brother signed off on it.
Yeah, like what'd you expect his mother to say? No, I know my son is a rat diddler. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Do you hear how fucking ridiculous that is? Oh, his mother said that he didn't do it on his live stream one day, so I took her word for it. Man, shut the fuck up. That's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard of in my life. I brought 13 of his friends on here, and they all vouched for him. And I chose to believe them. I thought that they were telling the truth. Oh, but then it turned out that they were all lying to you. And then what did you do? Nothing.
Yeah. And they were Dominican and black. And...
Yeah. He brought a black guy and a Dominican guy on there. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And he
We've seen other white supremacist groups that are racist, that don't like Jewish people or other minorities and shit. And you'll have white people that are down with Mexican mafia gangs or Spanish people that are in white pride or anti-Semite organizations and shit. What the fuck does that mean? Every racist person I know has a black friend.
Correct me if correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there black skinheads?
Oh, I don't know about that. Possibly
I
though.
believe
I'm sure there are.
I've seen something like that.
I've seen Hispanic ones.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Hispanic ones because a lot of them are like, they're considered white too, like European Hispanic whites.
Right, if they come from like Spain, they're considered Caucasian.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of Hispanic people you'll find in groups like that and shit. In regarding to black, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I don't see why not though. If they don't like Jewish people, they'll fucking take anybody in under their wing. I'm sure. See, this is something that people have confused. They have these, there's different types of like, white supremacist and racial groups and shit like that. Not all of them are skinheads. Not all of them are white separatists. Not all of them are white supremacists and shit. There's like different connotations and levels and shit of all these people. The bottom line is the guy's got a fucking Hitler tattoo on his arm and a whole bunch of Odal runes and a house full of fucking Nazi memorabilia and swastikas and 15 Facebook fucking pages filled with his Nazi propaganda. So give me a fucking break. I don't even want to hear this shit. It's so ridiculous. And if anybody hasn't already, if you guys can, please hit that like button. We still got 150 people in here. And if anybody would like to help, please support and donate to the show. I got the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal at the bottom of the screen here. And it's much appreciated. If you want to remain anonymous, just let me know in the donation chat message part there. Thank you very much. And thank you for everybody being here.
Check this out. In the late 1960s, some skinheads in the United Kingdom, including black skinheads, engaged in violence against South Asian immigrants, an act known as Paki bashing in common slang.
Oh,
there
yeah.
had, however, also been anti-racist skinheads since the beginning of subculture, especially in Scotland and in Northern England.
No shit. I'm not surprised by that though. I mean, at the end of the day, they want to get numbers, and if you got the same, common hate or common enemy in mind, I mean, they'll team up with anybody, I would assume.
Right.
So I would assume that those groups, they don't consider themselves white supremacists or white separatists because those people don't mix with non-white. Right. So they're some type of, a racial group that goes after certain ethnicities or minorities and shit. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of the problem is that comes on here when people are like, oh, he's not a neo-Nazi or whatever. Okay, he's not a neo-Nazi, but he's a white supremacist. He said out of his own mouth. We've seen videos of him saying the shit out of his own mouth, going to Brown University with the Jews RAPE kids words and the fucking the messages with the people at the immigration office that were mowing the lawn that he's talking shit, saying, get out of my country, all this shit. I mean, how are we even fucking talking about that still? It's that ridiculous. But for some reason, we got to sit here and explain this shit to everybody else again because Mickey just can't ever take responsibility or accountability for fucking anything in her life. She's always a fucking victim. I'm sick of that shit. Even when you listen to her father on the tapes in Marion, he's sitting in there telling people it took 100 lying rats and murderers to come in here and fucking convict me. He couldn't even take accountability for the fact that it was his own fucking mouth that got him put behind those prison walls. His own fucking mouth. Just like it was your own mouth, Mickey, on your stupid fucking show that put you in the position that you're in right now on YouTube. Sorry, my voice is going out, man.
You amped up, man.
Yeah.
No, I was sick, man. My throat. I couldn't even talk for like a week. My throat's still not like 100%. So just talking so much, it's like wearing it out. I just feel it going on me. Not even gonna be able to talk in a little while.
That was a good rant.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, what else, man? We missed anything else? We got anything else to cover on here? Because I have had enough of these motherfucking people on here. These fucking scumbags. Fucking sick of that shit. Over here placating to these fucking people. This is a day of celebration, goddammit.
That's right. I'm still happy this motherfucker's gone, man. I'm going to be happy for a long time.
That's right. January 12th, 2026 is I'm going to fucking send a letter to fucking Trump. We might try to make this a national fucking holiday.
Yeah.
This is going to be El Rapo Day.
The whole month, maybe. Fuck it.
Yeah, fucking January, the month of the fucking Ripper.
I can't
Beautiful,
believe
man.
that lady fucking asked LieLo a military question.
He ducked
Stevie
it.
B, what are you talking about, Stevie B? Does how we have a problem with you? No. What are you talking about, man?
He's got a problem. Yeah.
Why would I have a problem with you, Stevie B?
Oh, there ain't no problems, brother.
You didn't say hello.
Oh, did you not say hello? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I haven't been really paying attention to the chat. My bad if I didn't say hello, Stevie.
I think he's breaking balls when he's laughing. He said LOL.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Carmine S., what's up, man? He said the Proud Boys is run by a Puerto Rican and black guy, but they're Democrats. They called them a racial group. Are they
What's
really?
going on?
I didn't know that. I think I've heard that before. The leader of the Proud Boys was Hispanic or something like that. Was he like half or something? Well,
Something
look at the
like
other.
that.
Look at the other kid. Who's that young kid that's like half Mexican and half Italian that hates fucking Jews and black people that got the podcast?
Oh, what's his name again? I know who you're talking about.
Nick something.
Fuentes. Yeah.
Fuentes. Yeah, Nick Fuentes. There you go. There's a classic example right there. That kid's half Mexican and half Italian, and he hates fucking everybody that's not white, basically.
Got a real fucking attitude, that guy too.
Yeah, and he's got a huge following and shit like
Yeah.
that on YouTube and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
A lot of it is bots, supposedly, but
what do you mean?
supposedly a lot of his following is bullshit. Allegedly. I don't know.
You think so?
That's what they say. I think he's got a big following, though. Not as big as they say. Some people hyping him up like he's gonna be running for president and shit. Fuck out of here.
I've
No
heard
way.
I've heard a couple people saying some shit. Oh no, that was Chunky. Chunky used to say that all the time. Chunky used to swear he was going to be running for fucking office soon.
There's no way.
He wouldn't get the support he gets. And a lot of that shit is all young kids on fucking YouTube and stuff that probably aren't even old enough to vote.
And trolls and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to Chunky Chunko. He disappeared.
Well,
after that whole shit went down.
yeah. A lot of it. It seemed like he disappeared after that whole thing blew up with my dude because my dude had made a comment or something or on the show or whatever that night when he was running his mouth that him and Chunky had a falling out. I think even Chunky had enough of his bullshit.
Yeah, that shit was unnecessary,
Listen, the writing was on the fucking wall, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too bad.
Itty bitty neither said, Stevie, Howie doesn't like me either. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello, but I couldn't interrupt the comments, so I wasn't really paying attention to the chat.
What's up, Itty Bitty? How you doing tonight? Good to see you, hon. Hope you're doing
baby.
well. Gay Unc said Chunky was tired of being Mark's twink.
That's part of it, probably.
Well, listen, I like Chunky. He's always been respectful. We've always had good conversations, and he's always been polite and respectful regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
And he's gone through shit on here himself for being friendly with that motherfucker. And
Ripper fucking attacked him too.
Yeah, and he got attacked by the rape ape too. I wish he was here tonight to join into the celebrations.
Yeah.
You could come on panel and say a few words, and if he's listening, he's welcome over here anytime. None but love, Chunky. Hope you're doing well, brother. Happy New Year's if you are listening.
I guess I don't like Chad D either. I didn't say hello to him.
Fuck Chad.
How dare you?
No, we're just kidding. Who do you got this weekend, Chad? Who's the big play?
It's almost time for Super Bowl, right?
You got the Texans over the Steelers, he said. Are they at home? You know if they're at home? Yeah, I saw the Patriots. The Patriots won last night. They're moving on. I was a little bit worried. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to beat the Chargers, but they played a good game, man. It was a low-scoring game, but they pulled it out, though. I don't know who the 49ers look pretty good, too. There's a few good teams left, man. It'll be I don't know who's going to win it. I got a couple people that are putting their money on the Pats. They've had money on them for a while now, so we'll see what happens, but
yeah,
you guys football guy. You watch a lot of football? Oh no, Smoke, you don't watch football, right?
Only Super Bowl shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, didn't Silo say that her daughter could have been a linebacker for one of those teams?
Oh shit.
Yeah, for the Raiders.
For the
Okay.
Rams.
Yeah. For the Longhorns. For the Cuban Browns. Or sorry, what I say? Cuban Browns? Cleveland Browns. The Cuban Browns.
The Cuban Browns.
Yeah, she could have
That's
been a
how Soflo put
linebacker
it.
for the Cuban Browns. The center.
Damn, right now, fucking. Well, he's probably sleeping by now, but like during the day when we first, SoFlo's in that fucking loud, fucking clanking noise, fucking on the count, back in his fucking element.
Where he
Oh
belongs.
yeah. And it's
While
a
I'm sipping
fucking-
champagne, we're laughing, we're having a good time on here.
And it's a beautiful fucking thing, let me tell you. I love every second of
Yeah,
it.
he's. I wonder if he's in contact with his wife.
Well, she's out eating dinner right now, eating some Clams Casino with Michael. So you'll have
I
to
don't think
call
he
back
gets phone
after
calls.
midnight.
You know, he don't get
Yeah.
no phone calls.
She probably asked him where did he put the coupons for the dinners.
Yeah. Where'd you put those Groupons, Ripper? I'm trying to take Michael out for a nice steak tonight to celebrate.
They put him in a tent under the bridge like Scarface. Rebecca.
Oh yeah, apparently she was crying last night too. Or what the fuck was she saying? She was crying about how when her niece and her sister-in-law got into that fight at school, how people were talking about it for like weeks and weeks and shit, and it was all
Oh,
over the
come
fucking
on.
news.
Who was?
Yeah. Mickey was crying about that last night.
1 or 2 shows. Shut up.
No. She was saying like in general, like in the news and everything, where people were, talking about it and doing shows and reports on it, and people were talking about it for weeks. This
God
and that.
forbid.
Yeah, God forbid. She doesn't understand. Like, your family are public figures. You're gonna get fucking press, and especially when you're on YouTube, especially her, with the fact that she's on here associating with the scumbags that she does and the lying that she does on people and other people and their families and shit. She sits on here and plays victim like she doesn't do anything wrong or talk to anybody.
She
or
should have
down
been
on
had
people.
negative press, man. She should have been had her ass in the paper with all the sick shit she's been doing on here. Disgracing the family legacy, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. At the end of the day, stop playing victim. You aren't any different than any of the people that you platform over there, or the people that you support on all these fucking channels that go after and attack people's families and lie on fucking people and shit like that. And the funny part is that these people have to resort to telling lies. We resort to coming on here. All we do is tell the fucking truth. That's the fucking difference. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. You can continue to come on here and tell lies about us, and we're just going to keep telling the truth about you, because it's way worse than anything that you're going to make up about us. And I'll leave it at that.
Word.
Yep.
What up, Trim Master? How you doing tonight, Trim Master? Keith Perkins, good to see you guys. What's up, Route? Anybody else got anything to say? I'm losing my tone here. Smoke, you coming on at all, or you want to come on?
I don't know. I haven't. I don't usually drink alcohol, so I feel like shit. But I'm trying to fight it, thinking about how happy I am. I'm so fucking happy.
Well, you don't have to go on for fucking 4 hours. You could just go on for an hour or so.
Yeah, I guess it's still early.
Yeah, that's why I scheduled it. I didn't plan on being on here all night, but my throat's killing me right now.
You
So
could go on and gloat. Yeah, why not? Continue the celebrations, I guess.
yeah.
So everybody in the chat, we're gonna be shutting it down, but Gunsmoke is going on.
Yeah, and if everybody wants to take a nice glass, we'll do a little salute right now for toasting to the fucking Ripper
Shit.
getting fucking deported, baby.
I'll take another sip right now.
That's right. And we'll do a salute, man. Thank you for everybody for being here. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And turn those notifications on so you never miss another show. And if anybody would like to please help donate to the channel, it will be really appreciated. And thank you to the few people that have. Tune in. Gunsmoke's going to be going live soon. I'd like everybody to go over there. Open panel. We'll have a few laughs and a couple of drinks, guys. Catch everybody soon.
All right. Have a good evening, everybody in the chat. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to all yous. But yeah, I don't dislike any of yous.
And thank you, Common and Howie. And what a great day, man. Fucking great day.
That's
Sorry I
right.
interrupted you.
No, we're good,
Yeah.
man. Everybody celebrate, and we'll see everybody over on Gunsmokes in a few, guys.
And especially Itty Bitty Nita. I like her the best.
Hey, Gay Unc said he's either at the ICE detention center or at the Miami-Dade Zoo.
And Jersey Girl, how are you? Late hello.
Hey, what's up, Jersey Girl? Good to see you. That's a good one, Gay Unc. I like that. Well, guys,
All right.
listen. Thank
Yeah.
you, everybody, for being here. Go over to Gunsmoke Show. We'll be live there in a few minutes. Thank
All
you,
right,
Howard.
Carmen. All right. Talk
All
to
right,
you
jump
later.
in a few.
All
Ciao.
right.